AITA, m24, for not throwing out my racist collection after my girlfriend, f24, demanded me to. I collect and make plastic models of various war machines and keep it in one of my rooms. It's a hobby for me and I've been doing it since I was 18. My girlfriend of 9 months recently demanded I throw out about half of them because she thinks they're racist and fascist. I have around 40 tanks and planes models from various countries of the world like Soviet Union, USA, Israel, Germany, and she demanded that I throw out all the German, Japanese, and Israeli ones. I really don't have any political motivation behind these models, and I keep them as a hobby. But there is a cultural difference between me and my girlfriend, so maybe it's not acceptable. I am a Japanese guy, and she is an American woman, and I heard American is really serious about racial stuff. I try to tell her that it's my collection I work hard on and I just like planes and tanks. Appearances. And not the politics behind them. But she says she doesn't want a racist boyfriend and she will break up with me if I don't throw them away. We had a long talk about this stuff for like 3 hours and I still am not going to throw it away. So she got angry and left my house early. I love her, but I don't think I'm willing to throw away something I work so hard on for years. But at the same time I am not sure how acceptable these kind of model tank and planes are. I am wondering how acceptable these things are internationally and if she was in the right. AITA? Edit. I talked to her on the phone about it to try and make a compromise, but she doubled down and said I have to paint the models completely orange. Even the ones that she did not have a problem with. I obviously refused and now she's really mad and saying I don't love her and accusing me of cheating. I'm honestly about to break up. NTA. It is not racist at all. Your girlfriend needs to chill out. In fact, it is slightly racist of her to pick out 3 countries as untouchable. As if Soviet and British and American militaries never did anything objectionable. Info. How is this racist? NTA. I collect books about cults and serial killers. But I don't support murder? This is so dumb. Throw out the woman instead. NTA. Fascists or fascist planes are not fascist. NTA. This is a hobby and if you don't assimilate with the views of a fascist regime, then you nor your hobby is racist. We cannot deny the past. And your girlfriend is trying to do that. Anyone who tells you to bin your hobby or something you love is not a good person and you should run as far away from her as possible. This is a harmless hobby. Either she gets a grip or you need to leave her. Are museums generally racist? Many have replica displays as it's too dangerous to display the real things. Since they're replicas. Is it now racist? Of course not. NTA. Your girlfriend is weird and controlling. NTA. Collecting model tanks, war machines as a hobby. Your partner is acting like you're collecting Nazi paraphernalia. Historically accurate models are not racist or in themselves fascist. It might ease the culture difference to discuss what she finds triggering about the models. Logically, it should be all or nothing. There are no countries that are free from racism. NTA, come on. There is a difference between collecting a wide variety of historical military vehicles and Nazi memorabilia. I'm curious though. Does she want you to throw out the US ones? NTA. Many people interest themselves in planes, tanks, trains and other historic machines. You could just as well have a model car collection. Nothing about those items is inherently racist. She is overreacting and or misunderstanding in my opinion. NTA. Those aren't racist at all. Volkswagen isn't racist either, even considering the circumstances it was founded in. The only thing that would be in poor taste would be making an exact replica of the concentration camp trains. The rest of the machinery is pretty much apolitical. Considering you are Japanese, by those standards it could be considered that US tanks and models are racist because they killed a fuck ton of innocent Japanese civilians. Disclaimer: I don't think the machines were the issue. Americans often seem to be centered too much in race and labeling everything. No one can be just an American if they are a POC. I would be careful, however, if she gets to be alone with those models. Even if you are in the other room of the house, she could potentially try to throw them into the trash and damage them in the process. Edit. Comma. NTA. She's threatening to break up with you over this, then I's just let her go. It's nothing more than just some plastic models, nothing racist about that. NTA. I'm sorry to hear that your relationship is over. NTA. But am I getting this right, that she would only allow you to keep the Soviet Union and USA ones? Doesn't that make her a commie racist? Your collection isn't racist at all. If it was, hoo boy. I sure hope no one is collecting model trains. NTA. And I'd suggest she has double standards. She wants you to throw out your Japanese models and you're Japanese? I suspect you'll be the next thing thrown out. NTA. Your collection is a representation of physical objects, not the ideology that humans that used them in real life. Collecting them doesn't make you racist at all. Unless you did it just because it represents your point of view. Which you already clarified that it doesn't. I agree that many Americans give a lot, sometimes way too much, of importance to race and culture. Besides, eliminating objects that represented a period of history just because it was morally wrong is kind of trying to hiding, not accepting that it happened. NTA. She is being off the scale, controlling and unreasonable. NTA. Making plastic models is not racist. There are a lot of people who are interested in plastic models and making them, and there is nothing wrong about it. I am German and I own a few plastic models of planes ECT-2. Just because I love the crafting. As long as you do not have any racist intentions. There is nothing wrong with having plastic models. Haha. Americans. No. You're NTA. I honestly thought from the title you were going to have a collection of Nazi propaganda. Or racist cartoons from the 30s. Or gollywogs. Or videos of minstrel shows. But you have some historically accurate models of military vehicles. From a wide variety of countries and regimes. I honestly don't see her point. Should historians not have any books about the Nazis or about segregation? Should museums not show artifacts from back when life was crap for everyone who wasn't a white man? Oh wait. Life is still crap for most POC and women. You can keep the British, American and Soviet ones? If she thinks that America and Britain have good values and a responsible military, she's not as educated as she thinks she is. And the least said about the Soviet Union the better. NTA. But she is right. Throw out all of your clothes as racists often wear clothes. Throw out all of your food as racists often eat. Don't have a car as racists have cars. Seriously. Do you want to date someone like that? Run now and run fast. Very much NTA. It's her problem if she can't see the difference between a collection of scale models of war machines from various places and times in history, and endorsing the values of whatever regime once used the real thing. It's not like you're that guy who has a room full of swastikas and German WW2 memorabilia talking about how Hitler had the right idea. In fact, she's tough for accusing you of racism and presenting you with an ultimatum.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic AITA is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.